Alright guys, so it was very easy to take it out. I couldn't balance it on the jack though, so keep that in mind, because this jack, I know you can't see it too good, but it has a small plate on the top, and you know, to get it right in the center of the differential and balance it is not easy. So when I put this back up, I'm going to weld something on the jack, the part that spins in the middle, so I can twist and turn the jack when I put it back on. Alright, so here's what I did. I did exactly what I said I was going to do in the last video. I rested the axle on the muffler. Now keep in mind, if you looked at all my videos, you will know that this muffler is dropped as much as it will go before it actually breaks off the front of the vehicle, or wherever it's attached to in the front. So I took off the 3 rubber grommets. I took off the bolts that hold the clamps for those rubber grommets, and I showed you where they are in the other videos. So once you take those off, make sure you have a jack underneath it like this, and then slowly go down with it. When the pressure comes off, stop. Don't let all the pressure off of it, because you don't want the muffler to be hanging. You'll break something. So that's what I did, and like I said, I leaned the axle on there, on the muffler, and I did have to push the sway bar out of the way a little bit. So make sure you get the front of this piece in the front of the sway bar. So the sway bar will go forward, and this piece would cover it like this. It's not in the back of it, in the front of it. Okay, so push it out, and then when that gets in the front, nothing else is in the way. It'll touch this here, the plastic. Where am I? Right here. Okay, it'll touch that, and it'll touch the sway bar, but nothing is really in the way. Now don't forget, I did disconnect that sway bar on one side, and if you have a piece of rope, you should tie it to it, and then tie it to maybe the jack or something, so you can push it back like this. You see it? It springs forward. If you could push it back, you'd have less of a struggle than what I did. It would just come right down. It won't even touch it. So if anybody tells you can't get this out by taking off one side, they're wrong, because you definitely can. I know it's all dark over here, but I only took off one side, and the only one I couldn't get off, like I said, was that ball joint right there, that star one. I know that's not it. I'm sorry. It's hard to tell. I'm sorry. Here it is. That bolt there for that arm. That's sorry. It's like kind of blurry because the light's shining on. But that arm, and it's going up here. You see it? So I took it off from the other side. Now I didn't want to do that because that's the alignment. So now I'm going to have to try to guess that alignment. I'll probably take a couple of strings and put them from one side to the other. I'll measure the other side, and whatever that is, I'll measure it with this side here, and then I'll keep an eye on the tire. If it starts to wear, then I'll adjust it so it pushes the front part of the tire out, or vice versa, whatever. I've done a few wheel alignments with that string. As long as you make a square box around the car, it's just like professionals do it. And you could do it in your own house, and you know, it don't cost you anything, and it really, really works. Most of the time you don't have to adjust anything else, like camber or whatever they call it. That's all you have to do. So that should be easy. I see the bolt mark in there, so I pretty much know where it is. So keep that in mind. If you can get the one off on the bottom, do that. You're better off, because then you don't have to fool with the alignment. You won't have other problems. Oh, and when you take all your bolts off, try to put them back in, like this. See, I put the bolt back in here, and other places, but somewhere over here. I can't see what you see because I'm just sticking the phone back there. And yeah, I think you really only have to take off the 3 bolts on that rubber piece. But this rubber piece is not so great. I think I have to change this, but not now. There's a lot of cracks around it. I don't know if you could see them. Let's see if I could zoom in. Yeah. And I'm just wondering, zoom back out. I'm wondering what this is here. This actually feels like a rubber washer or rubber ring or rubber tube or something. I wonder why they would put that there. Is it just for cushioning or what? Because I would guess it's just for cushioning, because that part doesn't actually spin. Let's see what this bolt looks like. Let me get this light. Oh wait, maybe I got, let's see. Alright, hold on one second. Let me see if I can get my light on here. So it's kind of cloudy. I don't know why. Is that better? Alright, so that's the bolt, but I hope there's no bolt in the middle or something, like something weird, because it almost looks like I wonder what that is. You see that? There's like some kind of slot over here. I wonder what that is. I hope there's no special nut on here or anything, or something you have to, where you have to hold that in there. I wouldn't think, because anything you put in there would hit the outside of this bolt and stop it from turning. So hopefully, oh, I know what that is. Let me see if I could turn this. I know what that is. I'm so stupid. Hold on, let's see. That's so you can kink the bolt so it doesn't come off. They got 2 of them on there. See it? See, they got it crushed over here. That's what that's for. I don't know where all this grease came from. Yep, that's what it is. I was getting nervous there. I don't know how I'm going to get that kink out. I don't even know what bolt that is. It looks like a 30 millimeter. 30 millimeters. I don't even think I have that. I'm going to have to order a set. I don't know. Well, that's not going to be easy. That's a thick. They smashed that in real good. I don't know if I'll be able to get that out, and I can't get a cutting saw in there. I can't drill it. I'll mess up the threads, I think. I don't know how high the threads are. Maybe I could drill it a little bit, but not that much. And then I don't know. I'll have to see if I could spread it open. Maybe put the screwdriver in this way and hit it that way, then put it in the other way and hit it that way. But I'd have to sharpen this screwdriver because it's too thick. So I have to make this real pointy. I'll probably have to do it a few times because I'm sure the end of it's going to get smashed, and I don't want to have to heat it up and make it, you know, harden it and stuff like that. That's a pain. So alright, I'm wasting your time here, but I guess if you guys have nothing to do, you'll listen to the video. That's what I do. Sometimes the guy just talks and talks and I got nothing to do, so I just listen to it. But you know, I'm thinking maybe I should have marked these axles, because look at this. There's some kind of white mark on here. Alright, hold on one second. Look. I wonder what that white mark is. I wonder if that's supposed to go in exactly how it came out. I don't know. I can't believe that you would have to put this axle into those gears any special way, but I hope not. Wow, listen to this. Look at this. I guess that's because I took the axles off. Maybe those differential bearings are flopping around, maybe. I don't think it's a good idea for me to turn that. I think they fall out, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they did on someone else's, but let's see. Well, let me make this smaller again, because this is too big. You guys can't see anything here. Now, this is boring video, so if you guys want to stop it, you can. It's hard to see anything. So I thought these gears would fall out. This light's terrible. Can't see anything. So I was just shaking this. Seems like something's loose in here, but I'm not sure if it's because I took off the axles or not. No, but if I do that, it seems like it has like 10 to 12,000 clearance or something. I can hear it ticking, but it doesn't move that much. Alright, so let me end this video because I'm boring you to death. But the next thing I'm gonna do is I ordered a bearing set because they don't sell that bearing No, not bearing set. No, I ordered the bearing set. Yeah, it'll be here Monday. And I ordered the bearing puller because they don't rent it anymore. That one way you clamp the two things together, and you know, there's two bolts in it. You put the bolts in each side, you clamp it together, and then you know, screw some bolts into it, and it's supposed to be like 5 tons or something like that. I ordered one of those. Those seem like the best one. Now putting these in, I don't know. Let's see. Put those in. I don't know. If you could take out that one differential here, and you could put a tube through the whole thing, you know, after the differential is out, of course, you could put a rod through there and bearings and some washers and tighten it up, and it'll tighten that bearing right on there, I think. But I don't want to go through trouble. I don't want to do things that is unnecessary or it's going to cause a problem. So maybe I'll just tap them on and see what happens. But I had to order the bearing puller. I was going to build one. It's so easy, you know. You can make one yourself. You just take a piece of steel about, I think about 5/16, and you drill a hole in the middle, and then you just cut it in half, and then you weld some bolts to it, 2 on each side, 2 on the other, or one of those long bolts on one side and the long bolt on the other, and it becomes just like that part. You could sharpen the edges of it, you know, the inside hole that you drilled out, you could sharpen them, you know, to like a ramp kind of thing, you know, to make it sharp, and just like the original. So, you know, if you like doing that stuff, you could do that too. Because after you cut the bearings off, you know, and you take out all the bearings and you just have the race, that's where it's going to grip onto. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Alright, see you later.